Good evening, everyone. Welcome tonight, part two of our review show. What we're doing on our review show. It's Monday night. That break that we just had was great. It was a good one. Very interesting break. Had water. Had to use the bathroom. Serena's still competing, Dwayne.
Yeah, second set. She won the first set.
Okay, okay. Well, tonight we're gonna get right to it. We're gonna discuss Raising Kanan, season two, episode three. Um, I see you, Mr. TT. Okay, that's Keisha's in the comments, y'all. All the characters who had a brain last season can't even tie their own damn shoe this season. See, studios, you going right in. We ain't, let's set the tempo of the show first, studios, before you start blasting. But you know us, we love the chat. The chat makes the show. Our other co-host is in the show, in the chat as well. She's here. So I'm gonna put her comments up. She just put up straight up, it's trash. She ain't even wasting no time. She ain't wasting no time on it. She said it was trash. Make sure you hit that like button, Keisha, because you on YouTube today. So you make sure you out of all people hit the like button. But Dwayne, Raising Canaan, I'll just say Raising Canaan season one was your show.
Yeah, it was.
Tell us your thoughts on the show.
Um, I had to watch three times because I fell asleep twice. First two showings, I fell asleep on it. It's a snooze fest, man. It's boring. Um, they got Kanan all timid, and I guess I'm thinking of Kanan at the end, and they got to build up to it. But he was harder in the first season, wanting to get down. Now he taking drugs to put it in the famous mixtape and sell it. Like now you got I always mess his name up. What's his name? Macho? What's that
Yeah,
dude?
Macho. Just say Q.
Yeah,
Just say Quincy.
you got Quincy coming up in there, coming to rock. Oh, but if he finds out, you can't let Lou find. Please, please, please. Now, how many times this man gonna tell Kanan that it's his father before Kanan realizes?
Did you like 50 Cent narrating?
50 Cent is good narrator. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with the storyline. And I know I'm a practice what was told to me in the chat last week. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna let it develop. We
We
still
we just
very
go.
early
I'm
in
gonna
the
go into the comments as we discuss the show. But this is the irony. This is the irony of the show. Leaving off episode two, we go to episode three, and I'm gonna put Studios comment off because this is the irony and the audacity, as Keisha would say, the caucasity. Rock kills Scrap after being told by the man she attempted to have killed by his own son that Scrap was a rat, but she let Unique live after he steals her life savings. Make it make sense. Anybody that robbed the whole stash back in those days, they would have kept the money and kept it pushing. They would have pushed the little Dominican chick. She would have been dead in the store,
dead in the
and they'd
store.
have took the money, and Unique would have went out of town with all that money. He would not have stayed there. Queens, and as they said, this is my block. It's Unique on every block. That little dialogue they had, that was garbage. That was a joke. Unique would have took that money back then. Jokers that was taking money, they was taking money and running down south. Like down south was another planet. That was real cheesy. Like what are you doing with the actor Joey Badass? Unique had a certain edge to him last year, and you come back this year and you destroy his whole character. I thought that was cheap. We got a lot of comments. Y'all comments is jumping up. They just keep them coming because I'm gonna put them all up today. Oh yeah, Keisha. At the end, he did realize that it was his father. Studio says several high-rising buildings on lock, but your entire life savings in a dusty bodega that could get robbed or burnt down, surrounded by a hungry MF that see Rock pulling up asking to get robbed. Yeah, it don't make much sense. It don't make much sense. Why wouldn't she have any money at her crib? You what's the boyfriend name again?
Good boyfriend. She ain't with Symphony no more.
Symphony. Where's he been? Like, what's going on?
No, he stepped off. You can't worry about Symphony. He
Back
stepped
in the
off.
days, people on Rock's level had money behind steel doors in the hood. Feds had to break down the wall to go inside the apartment. Yeah, they had the big thing over the back of the door.
Yeah, Symphony ain't got nothing to do with it though. Stephanie
The
wouldn't
cold
let.
water too. She said Kanan steals from his mom's people, and no one gonna take the heat for it.
Well, that's
That's gonna
coming.
come up. That's
That's
gonna come up
coming.
next week.
It's coming up next week.
Unique don't respect nothing. She was supposed to offer. That was whole Keisha. You mentioning that. That's not unique. Would have kept the money. He would have made sure his people was safe. Like they had him broke, busted, and disgusted last week. Where basically he was staying at baby mom's house. This was the come up. We're talking about boxes of money. It had to be at least 500,000 there. He would have left. He'd have kept it pushing. Nobody knew Unique had anything to do with it. He could have killed her and kept it going. I purposely think is Raising Canaan. Dwayne said he wanted to sleep on it twice. Um,
And that's real deal. That ain't no.
it's really bad. It's starting off slow. The whole having Lulu soft now, like Lulu was putting in work. Like I could understand him thinking of a better life now, but now Lulu is weird. The whole thing with Juke and her mother, like they're dragging their feet with this. They really it's really slow. These storylines are slow. I don't see the purpose of having Famous on the show. What purpose is Famous? He
Comic.
has no purpose.
He's comic relief. And famous is yet to be determined because Kane
The
is
hits
still.
that Rock calls are backwards as fuck. She gives the folks who are the direct threat another chance and claps employees for thinking they did something. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And I told you guys before, I had looked at some of the previews. Like that whole slick talker she talking about I could do whatever I want to do, wherever I want to do. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. You wasn't coming to Jersey doing that. Let's be honest. You wasn't even leaving Southside Jamaica, Queens, Baisley. Like, stop it, and it's just corny. It's like they use some New Jack City as these buildings to make it seem like Chiefs Nino and got these buildings on lock. Then you got this tough ass gangster in the wheelchair talking real greasy to people. Like,
And
and I'm
what's
not saying it ain't no tough guys in wheelchairs, but come on now.
the Marvin and anger management?
Yeah.
Have
Breathe.
him
Breathe,
in the
Dwayne. Breathe. Breathe.
what?
Breathe.
Oh, yeah. Have him and the lady get together already. Stop dragging that out. We all know that's what's gonna happen. And I don't care how much anger management he going through. He's not gonna let that dude in the wheelchair get that off.
Definitely there. Definitely where they sell their drugs at. Because he's not going to show no type of softness about him. I'm going to put some of these comments up. Keisha said, Famous, the next one to die. Nicole said, I would have been an eye, it would have been an eye for an eye. Rock should have got his girl or son. Yeah. She had already threatened the son. So Unique ain't got no, like in the whole Warrell thing. And yeah, you better come up with something. We don't need you. Like Warrell was the killer. Like, 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 why would he ever? I don't care if he working for them or not. Like, you ain't gonna be soft overnight. You don't turn a lame into a tough guy. You don't turn a tough guy into a lame. Well, yeah, that's true. The show went the show went from being a decent painting of a dealer lifestyle to a cheap BET fairy tale movie.
I get it. I don't get it.
Whew.
Like, yeah, that whole scene with him having the gun and him giving them the gun. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he would. You're
Bad
right.
man.
He wouldn't have cared if he wouldn't. Unique would not have cared if they off Wardell. He had already crossed the line.
It's
Rock worried about expanding while Howard is an immediate threat, stirring the pot with nothing to lose.
and she might as well. You'd have been lying to the boy his whole life, man. Let him know who his father is. Oh, he crazy. He think Lulu is his cousin. Oh, shut up. That's so damn dumb.
That was cheesy.
So damn dumb.
And I'm gonna tell you another part of the storyline. I think y'all that's whack. Why is Howard partner destined to find out his secrets? Like like her whole storyline this season is, I need to find out his secrets. I need to find out his secrets. And her father told her like, yo, we all got secrets. Let it go.
And we didn't need to know that she had a girlfriend. We already knew that. So you bringing in that lady for what? What's her purpose?
It's rough, y'all. We trying. We trying. Episode 3. Listen. Listen, Sasha Penn, 50, Courtney, you still are the creator of the show. We know you're not in the showrunner anymore. Courtney, throw this show a lifeline.
They gotta do something.
Throw it a lifeline. Cause this ain't the math ain't mathing. It ain't working out. It's not working out, y'all. It's not. It's not. We you know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We're gonna go right into the ratings. It's not much I could talk about this episode, you guys. Episode 3 was bad. Um Episode 3 was trash. It was lazy writing. Um the first 3 episodes, I could understand the first episode. You reset the season and you work slow. Now you need to get into the nitty gritty of what this season's gonna be about. And this season has been garbage. Um the music has been trashy. The clothes outside of the
They really,
velour sweatsuits was okay.
they really don't do the music or the clothes like they did season 1.
No, and it's crazy because I
I
know
can't even
Ali.
say the music's been trash because there hasn't been any.
Yeah,
There's no vintage music in this.
yeah, yeah. Nicole, Juke sees her mother, goes into the church, see her mother at choir rehearsal, and then her mother notices and then she runs.
What you running for? You running for your mother, but you fighting your father.
Studios, you right. Sometimes Juke character is annoying. The whole Juke thing is crazy because knowing how it ended for Juke, you don't see it now, and it's like corny because Kanan really killed Juke over Tariq? Like really? Like as close as they was, and obviously they lost a lot of people, and they was together basically brother and sister. I just don't see how it got to that point where they made Kanan love Tariq more than he loved Juke. Like that's just crazy, and showing this makes it even worse because they're close.
Mhm.
They're close. She actually is the one that could crack and make jokes on him, and he can't get upset. But I'm gonna just jump out the window. I'm giving this episode a 2.
Well, you wouldn't let me give it a less than 1 last week, so I'll stay with a 1. It's not keeping my attention. It really is. I'm looking at this thing. Like I said, I fell asleep on it twice, and on the third watch, I'm like, when is it gonna end? Like, where's it? Do I fast forward? Am I gonna miss anything? Why would he steal from his mother? Here's a question I have for people. Why would he steal from his mother and sell the drugs and Famous mixtape? He couldn't just go to his mother and be like, yo, Famous having a problem. Can we do something to get him some money? Let him earn.
Yeah.
He worried about somebody touching him in the YMCA? Earn.
Studio said the corny soprano scenes officially put the entire show in the coffin. It made for itself in book 1. It was bad. I mean, when you introduce black people in the underworld dealing with the Italians, you have to be very, very authentic and you have to be careful because blacks and Italians in that type of lifestyle don't really mix. And it goes all the way back to Lucky Luciano, Bumpy Johnson, like all that stuff is true,
with the
and it has basically set the template on that culture all the way up until today. So don't think that black people that's into that type of stuff and Italians that's into that type of stuff really have much dealings with each other. The Italian, yeah, you're right. Studios, you said the Italians barely wanted to speak to Bumpy Johnson, Godfather Harlem, yet alone negotiate with him. That's true. Like they didn't
Doogie.
come up to Harlem.
Give me the Doogie.
Regardless of what people try to fantasize, Bumpy kind of held it down for the blacks and the Puerto Ricans back then. And so they can't come and try to reinvent the wheel and say blacks and Italians have this relationship like that. They can't do that. Lulu is one of the only likable characters on the show. They did Louisiana Bay James. They destroyed Lulu. Last year's Lulu was a good character. This year's Lulu was just all over the place. You don't know what he's doing. Damn, Keisha. So every for you guys that's just joining us, what we do is we talk about the show. We show the comments. We talk about the comments as well. We love to converse with the chat. No matter how many people is in the chat, we love to converse with the chat. But we do a ratings. I already gave my rating. I gave it a 2. Dwayne gave it a 1. So that's the ratings. Keisha, our other co-host, she's in the comments. She wilded out and gave it a negative point. Oh,
Can't do it because y'all wouldn't let me do that last
Keisha, you
week.
can't go less than 0.
You was very adamant that I couldn't go
Keisha,
below
you
the
can't go
one.
less than 0. You have to at
No,
least
you
say,
told me last week less than one. You said I couldn't go
yeah.
less than one
Keisha,
because
you
it was
can't go
one.
less than 1. One they get for the screenplay. Yeah, Lulu is likable until he turned into a hippie. Studios don't have Dwayne going into his black screen tonight because Dwayne is. You guys don't understand. Dwayne loved last season.
Yeah, I did, but that don't. It ain't correlate to this season.
They have to. Keisha said they have to come better than what they come in.
Listen, Camacho wouldn't be so. If you so scared of Lulu, right? In one breath you scared of Lulu, and the other breath you don't care what you say about his niece in front of him. Which, if you're going back into the '90s, what he's saying to the family is true. She has no sex appeal. And in
None.
the '90s, that's what it was about.
You know, Dwayne, you want to share with everybody what we talked about earlier?
I mean, go ahead. You could do it.
Me and Dwayne, we talked about the how Jukes look, and we talked about Latifah, and Latifah, she's so talented, and represented the hood forever, but Latifah can't get rid of this boy-looking image, and all her stuff that she do, amazing voice, amazing actress, but she can't get rid of the image. The image always bothers her. Some people may think that Latifah is a big star, but Latifah can really be a bigger star in Hollywood if she quote unquote had what they call sex appeal. So we and Dwayne was talking about that scene, and it's like Lulu getting upset, but he's right. Juke don't look pleasant on the eye. The way she's dressed, like she got this amazing voice, and if that's her real voice in real life, that young lady is on her way. But she's got this amazing voice, and uh, it's like chalk. After yeah, Nicole, they made Lulu like a sucker. Nicole gave it a 3. You guys, easy, Nicole, easy, easy. Yeah, Keisha, we know you love you some Lulu, and you hate this soft business. Oh, so you saying since Camacho screwing Lulu girl, he ain't scared? He should be scared. He had a drug habit. He got saved by Lulu.
Camacho get tough when he want to get tough. You
Yeah,
can't be
yeah.
that scared of Lulu if you talking greasy and sleeping with his girl.
Studio said, yeah, they trying to sell. Juke trying to sell the Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige type of audience, looking like Mob Deep.
Shook ones.
Oh. Oh, oh, so Keisha, that is her real voice. Come on, Keisha, you got to give us a rating. You can't give it a one. If you give it a one, you got to say one. One is, we only on the curve because this shit is that ass right now. So you give it the one, it can't be a negative point oh five. Damn, Nicole, I'm still trying to figure out how you gave it a three.
It's hot garbage, man. It's hot garbage. It's hot garbage. And
Oh, about Camacho, he light skinned in the 80s and 90s. He ain't scared. Keisha, you see Dwayne's response? Keisha, you can't. Keisha, you can't give it a point five. You got to give it a one. One is the lowest.
yeah, because I tried to give it a point five last week and they wouldn't let me.
So Dwayne, Keisha said that he was light skinned in the 80s and 90s.
I said, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. For the sake of what we do, like I said, we love to do what we do. We love to talk about this show. We love to talk about all these shows. The show was bad, y'all. It was
I just
bad.
don't like the way they got little Kanan moving.
And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I want to work Sunday.
Kanan tough enough to pull the trigger. Now he's seeing him. Come on, man. Like, come on.
All right, this the last week we forcing the curve, Keisha, because you and Dwayne said I forced y'all to give it a one. So next week we're gonna get back to our original ratings. Usually when we watch these shows, because of Keisha, Dwayne, and myself this weekend, none of us watched the show early Sunday morning. I went to work Sunday, and I sat here after I got off work Sunday, and I watched it, and I couldn't believe how bad it was, y'all. I watched it, like watched it. Took Usually when I watch shows, I'll take a little notes, write down certain points, and I couldn't even take notes because it was so bad. And then I watched it again and said, Did I think I seen what I thought I seen?" And the second time was just as bad as the first, and I was really disappointed, y'all.
Man,
Like even with Omar Epps, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, Omar Epps to me is an okay actor, but it's like he's forcing himself to try to be good in this terrible ass writing show.
what's up, B?
Yeah. What's up, B? I'm gonna always protect my son, no matter what. All right, a couple comments up here. Sad part is Kanan was the only show I watched this year. Everything on TV is trash. You know what's funny, studios, is that we thought during the pandemic we gave a lot of shows grace. And after the pandemic, really after the lockdown, a lot of these shows got better. You should watch Abbott Elementary. You should watch City on the Hill. You should watch Hightown. It's some good shows. Sandman is okay. I started watching Sandman. I don't know if you ever watched Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders it's based off the real guys in England at that time, but it's some decent show. Keisha said, "I'm in these streets. Talk to y'all tomorrow." All right, Keisha, enjoy your trip, enjoy your vacation, and relax down there. I watched it early and was done. So Nicole, you didn't watch it the second time? Can't go and get another employee clapped and get mad at his mama when it was his fault. They made us hate the main character, like Dwayne pointed out. Yeah, yeah, Dwayne is right.
It's crazy, man. It's
Nicole
crazy.
said he can only do but so much. He is not writing this mess. Yeah, Omar Epps isn't writing it, and it's hard because you could see Omar Epps, and if you ever heard Omar Epps talk, he loves black cinema
Mm-hmm.
and he loves the culture. He loves the show because this is the type of shows that he do outside of House, and he really was great in House. If you remember him in House, he nailed House. But you see that he's struggling. You see, he's
Just like
struggling.
I'm struggling to get through this review show because it's not even worth the amount of time that we've given it this episode. This episode ain't even worth the amount of time we giving it, man.
Y'all heard Dwayne, right?
Oh, Juke found her mother. Who cares? I don't care.
If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. You're on Facebook, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you trigger the algorithm. We have no more to give you guys tonight.
Nah.
We have no more to give you. Appreciate you guys. We're gonna close the show out.
Look
Yeah,
at Spike
Nicole,
Lee.
I'm with you. We
Look
with
at
you.
Spike Lee
She
trying
said
to
she with you, Dwayne.
look at Spike Lee trying to be part of the story.
Look, no, studios. You said I wonder if Stars is messing with the writing. Them folks love messing up black shows when they start heating up. I disagree with you. Sasha Penn works for 50. That's who wrote this show. Him and Mario Van Peebles are all over this show. 50, in my personal opinion, he miscalculated his beef with Stars and he overplayed his hand. Stars that has nothing to do with the show far as production of the show. Now they'll push the date back and they pushed it back on him and he went upset on if 50 shows are so good, he will be on another network. I understand that he built Stars up from the original Power, but at the end of the day, like 50, we love the way he do business, but at the end of the day, this movie game is totally different. Totally different. If he can get another network, he would have had it by now. You know, Courtney left Stars and now she's dealing
Listen,
with Netflix, but we ain't seen nothing jump off of Netflix land yet.
listen.
He,
He
he
has been on mainstream. He has his show for life was on ABC, so he has a seat at the table. You know,
Nobody watched for life.
no, they
Not
watch it.
live.
They watch it on streaming. That's what we do.
Yeah. So appreciate you guys. We're gonna close it down. Listen, let's hopefully it pick back up because after next week, it ain't gonna be no more shy, and it's gonna be rough trying to get through these shows during football season. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
Listen,
Dwayne and myself do a football show, and
it,
football coming back, and these Monday review shows.
here's what I say to Sasha, and I'll close it with this: if you know better, you do better.
With that, have a blessed night. Stay safe. See you guys next week.